A few accomplishments that I've had since I've been involved in the GOP is just to kind of let you know. Tonight I'm going to tell you a little bit about who I am, where I'm from, how I got to where I am, and then where I plan on going with the party. So I wanted y'all to have a list of accomplishments, and we'll talk briefly about those in a little bit. I am 40 years old, as you guys know. Some of you came to my birthday party. Just turned 40, so I'll be aging out of the young Republicans. And with the opening of the chair position, I thought it was a great time for me to transition into what we call grown-up party. I think that we all can work together. Young people joining the party even sooner than 40 being leaders. But I went to Model High School. I graduated in 1991, which is a long time ago. I have one daughter, Rosa Catherine. She will be 16 in May. Yikes, she drives. And then after I went to high school, I went to Floyd College, which is now I think Georgia Highlands. And there I went to pursue a degree in political science, but my emphasis was on juvenile justice, minor in political science. I wanted to work with troubled youth, and I did some internships at the YDC program where I mentored kids. I did psychological intakes. I did teaching classes with coping skills to teach the kids how to cope their anger or where to direct their energies as opposed to breaking the law. And so those were the things I did. I would have probably finished out that degree, but unfortunately, fortunately for me, as a new married lady, I decided I was going to have a baby. So Rosa Catherine kept me from continuing out the job at YDC. It's kind of hard to do a job at YDC when you have big kids that like to buck up on you, as we used to call it. So I got a little scared one day and decided maybe I need to focus my energy somewhere else. And I am extremely nervous, and I don't know why. So after I left YDC, I went to work at Southeastern Mills. At Southeastern Mills, I was the shipping manager and controlled all the shipping department. Truck drivers reported to me. I made some production programs that the Grizzlies still use today. They hired me in as a temporary, and then I was hired on full time. Went to stayed at Southeastern Mills. Unfortunately, divorced while I was there. About 6 months later, met this guy that was really dirty and grimy and had flour all over him. And he said, "You want to go to dinner?" I was like, "Yeah, why not?" And it turned out to be Brian Shipman, who you guys all know, and we've been married 11 years this year. Love of my life. The man that encourages me to be everything that I can be. So without him, I probably would have just been this stay-at-home mom or some mild, meek, quiet lady that never got involved. But he encourages me that I can do anything I want to and to do as much as I want to. So after I left Southeastern Mills, it was due to a car accident. It was a real famous accident. I gotta go out of camera shot, just 1 second. Gotta pull a Marco Rubio. Water. When I left Southeastern Mills, I had a really bad car accident, and they were trying to determine if it was the accident causing my illness or if I just had an illness. Ended up, I had muscular dystrophy, so I spent a couple of years recouping from that, getting my medication adjusted so that I could walk again, talk again, and be an active member. So while I was out doing that, I got to raise Rosa for a little while, which was nice. Brian and I decided early that we could not afford the lifestyle of me being a stay-at-home mom, so he said, "You got to get back to work." So I did a temporary assignment at the Chamber of Commerce, where I worked on their Partners for Prosperity campaign. That was a temporary assignment. Chamber and I left on good terms. The job was over. Went to work for Brian Lieberman as his personal assistant, but I found that running somebody's errands, making sure their bills were paid, buying their groceries just was not fulfilling enough. So I was walking down Broad Street one day and saw a headquarters, and I wanted a George Bush bumper sticker. So I walked in, and there was two ladies sitting in there. One of them was Sheila May, and the other was Cookie Wozniak. And from that point forward, I worked on campaigns. I did a little bit of work before then, but that's when I really got active. Was on that Bush campaign. I was so excited. And I found what I was supposed to be doing. I always had an interest in politics, but not like I did. And those ladies were really good to me. They opened a door for a young girl that was trying to figure out what she wanted to do with herself, and allowed me to grow. 2006, we were approached by Martha Bryant Somerville to start a young Republican organization here in Rome. So we did. We said, why not? The club started with about 5 people. At one time we had 50 people coming, and then as college would let out and different people would be in and out of town, our membership would fluctuate. But at one time we were the 3rd largest club in the state of Georgia. I did not chair that organization until the last couple of years due to the fact that I didn't want to be chair. I was fine doing what I was doing. But we needed some leadership, and I thought it was my time to step up, so I did. I took the young Republicans, and we grew, and we were great, and we did good things. And I see the club going back in that direction. Wes is doing a phenomenal job with the club, and y'all should be proud to have a chair like Wes. Rachel served with me, I think, in every position that we had on the board. Everything but chair, right? Everything but chair. Rachel's been, and we served together. Then I turned out from being the chair, couldn't run anymore. But in that time that I was working as chair, I got a representation spot on the state board at the Georgia Young Republicans. That allowed me to meet a lot of people, get more involved, do more things. The Georgia Young Republicans opened their arms and welcomed me in. And I started serving on committees. The next thing you know, I'm the audit chair, I'm the credentials chair, I'm this chair. I'm like, nobody else wanted to do this, that's why y'all are giving it to me. And trust me, I'm sure that Senator McCoon can attest, nobody wants to be credentials chair and nobody wants to be on the audit committee. But during that work, they saw potential in me to do something even greater. And they asked if I would consider running for National Committee Woman. I thought, hey, yes, more stuff. But I like being National Committee Woman. And I've been National Committee Woman since 2009. I term out this year and I age out this year. So there'll be a new National Committee Woman. But through that experience, I've got to meet leaders from all over the country and bounce ideas off of up and coming 18 to 40-year-old leaders, meet other people, see how we can be involved, what we can do to make better. Look at other clubs and see what they're doing and see if we can't take something from them and make it just a little bit better. In 2011, we were approached by the YRNF, which is your national organization. They said, let's host a board meeting in Atlanta. All right. Well, guess who gets to be chair of that? And that was a year of spending 1 weekend a month down in Atlanta planning one of the greatest board meetings that had ever been thrown. To this day, that board meeting in Atlanta is the standard by which all YR meetings are expected to be. And I'm proud to be the person that spearheaded that. We had more press in that event than YRNF has ever generated. We were seen, because Herman Cain came, we were seen in 13 different countries, in, I forgot, just numerous news organizations saw the work of the Georgia Young Republicans. And I'm proud to be part of that. Being National Committee Woman also allows me to travel to different states 3 times to 4 times a year, and I get to serve on different committees in the state. My very first year there, I was elected to serve as the co-chair of the Outreach Committee. After that, I served as the co-chair of the largest club committee we have, which is Club Membership and Development, and then I was elected chair, and I'll serve out that term in July when we elect new officers. So, been very involved nationally. In 2012, we were in Washington, D.C., and I had been approached by the committee. They said, we need to talk to you. Like, what about? They'd already done 3 or 4 pre-interviews behind my back, but I was up for National Woman of the Year. I went through about an hour and a half interview with them, talking about my plans, what I wanted to do when I got out of YRs, and they deemed me worthy enough in the national organization to be Woman of the Year. And I'm proud of that. I'm really proud of that. And it was, that honor was even greater because I got to receive that honor that year with Senator McCoon. First time, I'm the first lady from Georgia that's ever won that award. And first time that the man and woman of the year were both from Georgia. So it was a great year for us. 2012, I was also elected by my peers in the state level to be their woman of the year. And I'm proud of that. I tend not to brag about things I do. Sometimes I do, but the things that I've done, I am the most proud that my peers recognize that I did good work. And for that, I'll always be grateful. Then at the bottom of the list of things that I've done, it's just kind of got just a summary of some of the campaigns I've either volunteered on or I've actually been an employee of. So you see, I've done a lot. You know, I'm a girl that's lived in Rome my whole entire life, decided to raise my family here. I've accomplished a lot. What am I going to do for the Floyd County GOP? As you guys have seen on my page on Facebook, which is the Layla Shipman for Party Chair, I'm running on 3 issues. Those three issues are party unity, party growth, and party involvement. Party unity. We just got through a very contentious season of primaries where we tear each other down and we try to eat our own. We can't do that anymore. We don't have time to do that. We've got work to do. So, split second after that vote is counted March 9th. We're back together as a party because we got work to do. All the pettiness, all the little things, no more. We got work to do. We have to get good conservative people elected in 2014. We've got a Senate seat coming up. We've got to get a good, solid conservative in that seat. Party involvement. We do a lot of stuff in the community, but we don't do near enough. The party needs to be involved in our community just as much as we need to be working on politics. Once a month, if I'm elected chair, once a month, we're going to do something in our community. Be it we go down to South Rome and hand out school supplies, be it we go to the hospitality house and make gift bags, whatever needs to be done in our community. We're going to identify one community service project a month, and we're all going to work on it. We're going to do low-end fundraisers so that people that can afford $100 to go eat a dinner, to meet a candidate, or to meet a, like a upcoming star in the party, there's going to be a bit that's, $10 that we can go to. And then we're going to have to do some high-end fundraising. It's just the reality of the thing. If we do not have money, we cannot help candidates. We're going to be recruiting candidates all year long, all the time. And I'm not talking just about Joe Blow that says, hey, I think I'm going to run for dog catcher. No, we're going to be actively recruiting conservative candidates to run for the offices. We're going to vet our candidates, and we're going to make sure we put forth the best candidates we can. We have city commission that's nonpartisan, but we got to work on that. Not enough conservatives. We have to put some up. City school board, nonpartisan, not enough conservatives. Need to work on that. There should never be a race in Floyd County for anything that we do not run a candidate, and a quality candidate. And when we run that quality candidate, we're going to support that candidate financially. We're going to go walk for them, call for them, whatever we can do. But Floyd County is going to stay Republican if I'm chair. Also, I'd like to see us create a part of our fundraiser. We're going to take and make a scholarship, because there are kids that need to go to school. College is expensive. I think that the Floyd County GOP can designate $500 a year and have some kind of system where we figure out who's the best person to win that as they submit and help kids go to school. If we're doing things in our community, down in South Rome, giving out school supplies, Garden Lakes, giving out school supplies, going to open door home, they're going to see the party as not just a bunch of old, rich white men. They're going to remember that folks like you and I went down to the centers and we gave out stuff. And if that gets us 5 more Republican votes, that's 5 more than we had. So, like I said, I'm running on unity, growth. When I talk about growth, you guys need to be part of the grown-up party, as well as this organization, as well as the Tea Party, as well as the Women's Club. It's tiring, a lot of meetings, but we need to be there. You need to be there. You have to learn how things work, how to make things better. If you have input, nobody hears your input if you're not there. And then if you bring 2 or 3 people, the party grows. Also, we're going to be working harder at recruiting some of the minorities that we're not very good at recruiting in. So I have lofty ideas. Are they outlandish? Can they not? Am I sure I can accomplish them all? Absolutely. Because I have a strong team of Republicans here in Floyd County that are willing to work with me. And I think that no matter who wins this race, I think that if we're not busy getting the work done, we're going to see Floyd County and Rome City not be Republican anymore. And that's not gonna happen on my watch. So basically, you guys have seen my Facebook page. Sorry that was not that creative on the computer. So go to the Facebook, it's the page. At the top, it's got a picture of me, Party Unity, Party Growth, Party Involvement. And check it out. Every so often I'll post a little bit about what I'm gonna do, what my plans are for the next step. I appreciate you listening. I look forward to answering your questions in a little bit. And I really, more than anything, appreciate your support on March 9th.